Matthew, my first question. Which way did you have it down?
So interestingly, normally before a big fight, I'd get my pen and paper and I'd take the 12-round boxes or 10-round, whatever it was, and I'd be all set ready to score it. But I didn't do that because I didn't, in my wildest dreams or nightmares, depending on the way you look at it, thought it was going to go the distance. I thought Fury's just going to bang him out, or at the very least, he'll win a shutout every single round on points. So I didn't score the fight. That said, my gut feel we started thinking about kind of round 4 after the knockdown. I started thinking, oh, actually, he probably lost that round. Has he won the first few? I don't know. And we started thinking, my gut feeling at the bell was, he might have blown this.
Yep. I think a lot of people felt like that. I mean, before the fight, he likened it, this is Fury, a table tennis champion facing Novak Djokovic in the Wimbledon final. Do you think he, like perhaps everyone else, underestimated Ngannou?
Oh, absolutely. I think you could see that from the way he started the first round. He just came out and tried to bang him out, and that's never really been Fury's style or mindset. He's generally a good boxer, or he breaks you down. He doesn't normally ever look to come out and bang a guy out early doors. And the fact that he tried to do that, you know, to me suggested that he thought that's all he had to do. And to be honest, I think pretty much most people would have also thought that. And then it's a difficult one because all of a sudden you've gone in with a certain mindset, and you know his distance was out, his timing wasn't there. You know, he probably got close a few times, felt the physical strength, probably got touched to the body a couple of times, and all of a sudden then you've got this negative, doubtful conversation going on where you're annoyed, you're angry at yourself, and you're trying to adjust and adapt mid-fight, and the other guy's really kind of got his tail up now. He's got his confidence, his belief is growing, and you know you're in a very negative headspace. So it was. I think he actually did kind of all right to get it back to how he did, to be honest.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think as I was watching it myself, I was thinking, Tyson, even when he was on the canvas, he looked like it hurt, and he was kind of shocked by that. Do you think Ngannou could feel really hard done by the result, though, in the end?
Yeah, I do. I think he will. I thought he was very sort of gracious in defeat. He didn't really sort of pull a face or complain about the decision. But I think I've read a few things on Twitter. I've watched a few interviews. I think now that the dust has settled, I think he does feel hard done by, and I get that. I can understand. If I was him, I would probably be exactly the same.
I'd agree with that. WBC President Maurizio Sulaiman said that he deserves to be ranked after the performance. Where does he rank for you among the elite of the heavyweight division right now?
I mean, it's hard to say because I think it's easy to overestimate him now because of how bad Fury's performance was, and it's a bit of both. I think Ngannou was good, but I also think Fury was really poor. He totally underestimated him. I think he probably expected Ngannou to take it to him a bit more. He didn't commit, and he wasn't. You know, Fury looked to me like he probably thought Ngannou was going to overcommit and he'd be able to read him and pick him off, but he didn't. He was quite clever at holding his distance. He wasn't committing, and I think when they did come together, Fury wasn't able to lean on him and spoil. But I suppose from the MMA jiu-jitsu world, he was good at getting his hands free and nudging. Even though he wasn't good at fighting on the inside, he was good at nudging Fury off him and not allowing Fury to smother him and spoil him and nick a rest. Obviously very physically strong, very solid chin, because he did take some clean blows. So I don't know where he'd rank now, to be honest, but certainly he's announced himself.
Yeah, he certainly has. Look, I just want to get you on this before we do have to end the chat. After the fight, Fury was keen to move on, as you'd expect, with the expected unification bout with Alexander Usyk. It's currently stated for December the 23rd. Is he right to move on, or do you think that a rematch with Ngannou should come first?
No, I think he should move on with the undisputed title fight, and I think he should move on that date. I think the longer he leaves that now, the more he's going to get slated, the more he's going to fall into a negative headspace. I would use the kind of the embarrassment that he's feeling today to really remotivate himself, refocus himself, and get cracking for the Usyk fight.